To make our cornmeal pudding, we need some coconut milk and evaporated milk. Some coconut oil. You can use coconut oil or melted butter. We need some vanilla. You can add some rum. This is some coconut rum. This is optional. You can use any rum also. Here I have my cornmeal and flour. I have some sugar, light brown sugar and dark brown sugar. And here I have my spice to spice up my cornmeal pudding: nutmeg, 5 spice and cinnamon powder. Let's go make our flavorful liquid to make our cornmeal pudding. So this is about 2 cups of water. To this I'm going to add 2 cups of coconut milk and 2 cups of creamy evaporated milk. That's 2 ounces of butter with about 1/4 cup of coconut milk. That's 1 tablespoon of vanilla. We are adding our sugar. We are going to mix everything nicely and allow the butter and sugar to melt. So while this is going on, we are going to move on to our dry ingredients. Here I have my cornmeal. This is some coarse cornmeal. If you like, you can use coarse cornmeal for a coarse texture, pudding texture, or fine cornmeal for a fine pudding texture. So here I'm sifting some flour. This is about 3/4 cups of flour. To this I am going to add a tablespoon of freshly grated nutmeg. That's about 1/2 tablespoon of 5 spice and a teaspoon of vanilla with 1 teaspoon of salt. And we are going to whisk. Use a whisk. I'm using a whisk because that gets the job done faster, to blend all the powder ingredients together nicely, just like this. So once everything is mixed well, we are going to go back to our liquid. So here it is really hot. The water is not boiling, and we are going to add our cornmeal in small amount. And as fast as you add it, you're going to mix it quickly to avoid any lumps. You see how fast I'm mixing it? And using a whisk will be more helpful. It will help to mix out the cornmeal faster. So you're going to keep doing this until all the cornmeal is mixed well into the liquid. So what we are doing here, we are partially cooking the pudding on top of the stove. So here I have the stove on medium-low heat. You may be wondering why we add the flour. If we are making cornmeal pudding, why we add the flour? But we add a small amount of flour to bind the cornmeal together. So when the pudding is finished, we can have a nice cut and all the cornmeal stay nicely together. I just want to take this time out to greet you, my lovely people, my subscribers and my faithful supporters. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And to all you visitors who are visiting my channel for the first time, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you will be notified as soon as I upload. Now that we have a smooth mixture, we are going to continue our mixing with a spoon. So all the ingredients for my pudding is combined, and here I can taste to see if anything is missing. So I decide to go ahead and add a tablespoon more of vanilla, and here I'm adding about a cup of raisin. And you notice I add the raisin here. You can add it before you turn you can add it before you mix the cornmeal, or you can add it after. As you can see, both way is fine. So after mixing everything together just like this, I did not like how the cornmeal is a little too hard. So what I did, I go ahead and add about 2 more cups of water. Just to soften it up a little more. And that is some hot water I use also. I wouldn't advise you to use cold water. It will mess up your pudding. So if you have to use, if you are doing the same thing and you notice that your pudding is a little too hard and you want to add more water, you want to add hot water. So after blending, giving it a next proper mix, it's time to add it to my dish that is greased nicely. You see how the butter all around the plate nice. We want to do this so the pudding is easy to remove once it bakes. To give the pudding a smooth look, what I did, I get a next spatula, I add some butter on both sides and go in just like this. Wow, look how smooth. If I didn't do this, I would be there the whole time trying to spread it out, and I wouldn't get such a beautiful flat looking pudding. So that's a little technique there, guys, you can use to easily smooth out your pudding. So from this pudding mixture, I am going to make 2 pudding. I am making a round one here, and I'm making a small one in this square dish. So we are going to flatten on top nicely, just like the other one. And we are going to insert both of them into the oven on 170 degrees Celsius. So while our pudding is baking, we are going to make our creamy rum sauce. For this you need a cup and a half of condensed milk with 6 tablespoons of coconut rum, or if you have your regular rum, with some cinnamon powder and nutmeg powder. And we are going to use our hand mixture to blend it out well. So here we have a delicious, creamy, flavorful rum sauce. So 45 minutes later, we are going to add some of this sauce on top of the pudding. This is going to give it a nice, moist texture. Without this mixture on top of the pudding, it will be hard. So to make it more enjoyable, it's best to add some kind of liquid mixture. In this case, I'm using a nice creamy rum sauce. So here I'm adding on the second pudding, and you want to make sure every area of the pudding is covered. So we are going to insert it back into the oven and allow it to bake for the next 45 minutes. And here we have a beautiful caramelized looking caramel pudding, looking all delicious. Look at this, people. The pudding is out hot, and look how the kids are getting away into the pudding. Hot, hot, hot. Wow. Yes, take yours.
I could get this piece.
Not the whole thing, take a piece. What is going on? What is going on here? So this for you, Troy.
Yeah, go back.
So guys, I was able to put away one of the pudding for the next day, so I can cut a nice slice for you all. So here we have a beautiful cornmeal pudding, looking all juicy, moist, flavor rich. So guys, this pudding can eat just like this, or you can go ahead and add some of that tasty creamy rum sauce to make things better. So there you have it, guys. A nice caramel pudding. Serve up with some creamy sauce. Thanks for watching, guys.